Okay, Panzer J back, about to do Italy turn 7.6 in Operation Live and Let Die. If you had watched the last couple of videos in our in Operation Live and Let Die, the Japanese 7-3, and then Fighting Irish's British Commonwealth and French 7-4, 7-5 turns, you know there was a lot of action here in the Pacific. Definitely was surprised with Fighting Irish declaring war on the Japanese. But there's good and bad. I mean, I lost a lot of ships that last turn, although the Japanese did give a pretty good account of themselves. There's not a lot of British ships or Commonwealth ships left in the South Pacific. I do still have this one Japanese fleet here in Sea Zone 123, and then I do have ships up in the Sea of Japan, as well as a handful of ships on the production chart. So I'll be able to replace some of those losses pretty quickly. And again, it definitely opened up some possibilities for Japan now. The biggest thing, anybody who is familiar with the game, Japanese aggressive action causes increases to the Allies, especially the United States. So one consequence of Japan declaring war on the Commonwealth, and that includes, you know, the British, the Far East Command, and ANZAC, is that the U.S. gets 5 D12 dice rolls once Japan does that. But now that Fighting Irish has declared war on me first, Japan is now free to go anywhere they want in the Pacific, and the U.S. does not get those 5 D12 die rolls, which is huge. So the U.S. should be confined just to their 1 D12 die roll per turn that they get starting here in July 39. So that is one good consequence from Fighting Irish attacking for the Japanese. But on to the Italians here. We are going to go ahead and roll our tech. Italy is not declaring war, so no combat movements for the Italians. They have 2 tech rolls, so we're going to go ahead and try for wartime economy and improved construction. So let's go for wartime economy first. And we got an 8, so that succeeded. So we're up to stage 3 for wartime economy. And then improved construction also needs a 7 or higher. And we got a 2, so nothing there. So let's go ahead and move our Italian marker up. So all 3 Axis powers are sitting at stage 3 for wartime economy. So not too bad. As far as purchases, the Italians have $10. So they're going to spend 9 of that and get a militia for 2 and a naval transport for 7. So they save $1. And we'll put that $10 away. Okay, so now for, again, there's no combat, so we're going to go to non-combat. And there's not a lot of movements here either. We're going to go ahead and take the 2 fighters that are in northern Italy, and they're going to fly 1, 2, 3, 4, land in Cyrenaica. Okay. So both of those come down there. And then the 2 planes off of the air base in Sardinia. 1, 2, 3. And that's it for the Italians non-combat. So now in Cyrenaica, we've got 3 infantry, a motorized infantry, 3 fighters, and a tactical bomber. Now for unit placement, we are going to go ahead and place the militia down in Abyssinia. And the naval transport is going to be placed into Sea Zone 50 to go along with the fleet that was already there. So that fleet consists of a battleship, a heavy cruiser, a light cruiser, 3 destroyers, a torpedo boat destroyer, 2 regular subs, 3 coastal subs, and a naval transport. And that will be it for the Italians here on turn 7.6. Italy collects just their $10 again, so they will have $11 to spend on turn number 8. I'll turn things over to Fighting Irish for the U.S. and KMT turn, and we'll see you guys back here on turn number 8 for Germany.